So having said that, we'll start off with presentation styles, and I'm going to again try and practice what I preach. Um, I'm going to ask you guys if you can put your hands up and then tell me, what do you look for in a good presenter, or what makes a good presenter? So don't feel shy.
So Doug's has raised his hand. Doug, do you want to go ahead? Your microphone's on.
One
There you
word
are.
is someone who doesn't read straight from the slides.
Yep. So I'm going to do something, so bear with me. Hopefully everyone can see my horrible handwriting here.
Yeah, we can.
It's serving a dual purpose, but yeah, please go ahead if we have any others.
Yep. So we've got some coming in and writing. Nancy has noted that they should be personal.
Yep.
Veronica suggested that they should look at the audience.
Yep.
Rachel has suggested that they should have engagement and passion for the topic and the ability to repeat information without sounding repetitive. Michelle suggested they should be comfortable and familiar with the topic.
Yep.
Meilung Tan suggested they should speak loud enough. And Giordano suggesting they should be knowledgeable and entertaining.
Yep. So well, they're all great suggestions, and it's funny. I think all are correct, and you know, when we've sort of looked at this from an evidence-based point of view, apologies, I'm one of those geeks that when someone says something, I always say, right, where's the evidence? Yeah. So all of these things that you've mentioned there, we've found true in studies that we've done when we've asked, well, in this case, undergraduate students, what do they look for in a good educator? So being knowledgeable, being engaging, presenting the material in I guess, like I said, an engaging manner, using real life scenarios when possible, I guess, to illustrate. One of the biggest barriers that we often find with teaching evidence-based healthcare and to a lesser extent Cochrane systematic reviews and methodology is that, let's be honest, it can be a little bit dry at times. So trying to identify aspects in which you can, I guess, colour the information and narrow the theory to practice gap, so to speak, is mostly is what the audience looks out for. As you can see on these slides, I've written, well, I've had some terrible handwriting. One of the things, I guess, or one of the traps that we often fall into when we're presenting is trying to use too much technology. Using technology is fantastic, but I guess in the right circumstances. So if I had a nice pen that could, I think they're called a stylus. If I had a nice stylus that could help me write on my screen well, I think my notes there would be somewhat useful. But I guess I just want to emphasize that sometimes what you think might seem good in theory doesn't necessarily translate into practice. So so that's a bit of an example of from my perspective, technology not translating into practice.
Dragan, there's just a couple of other quick suggestions come through in the text box. So Helen suggesting they should have a strong presence. Yazan suggested they should use lots of examples and also know the audience. Janina says they should be easy to follow.
Yep. So there's a couple of things there. Know your audience, I think, is really important and can dictate the presentation style that you adopt. So I know, for example, when I had an example yesterday, or an instance yesterday, when I was teaching to first year health science students. So the tone that I use with them, you know, is very informal, very sort of buddy, chummy. I'm telling jokes which aren't always the best of jokes, but I'm telling it in order to make them feel comfortable and in a safe environment. And that's a totally different approach to when I'm teaching, let's say, postgraduate healthcare professionals and whatnot, in which the tone is very serious and you, I won't say very serious, but it's more serious, and the emphasis is placed on using those, I guess, real life examples to colour the examples that we use.